like Bray Wyatt versus Finn Balor. It wouldn't be as interesting if the other Wyatt family members were involved in this feud with Finn Balor, just one of these feuds that were kind of just passing us by. And I don't think we want to see that. I don't think we want to see that. I think what we want to see is something more productive happen in this rivalry between Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt. I think that what we need to see here is what's going on between Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor and keep it separate from the other Wyatt family members, because as I said, if the other Wyatt family members like Eric Rowan or Luke Harper were being involved in this, I think it would take away from what Bray Wyatt could offer to Finn Balor or what Finn Balor could bring forth and offer to Bray Wyatt. There's so much chemistry mixing together when you just talk about Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt separately from the Wyatt family members or anyone else who could be involved with Finn Balor, like Samoa Joe. I've been incredibly entertained in NXT with Finn Balor and Samoa Joe's rivalry. Recently in a six-man tag on Raw, we saw that play out again. But I would be even more entertained if Finn Balor actually would step it up since his return. He's looking for his first real challenge, and that could come in the form of Bray Wyatt. Again, this is an incredible opportunity for WWE to create an opportunity that I hope they take advantage of. And I hope that we get the most out of this. I hope it plays out for at least 4 or 5 months. If you can go over half a year with Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt's rivalry, you can easily do the same thing with the Finn Balor-Bray Wyatt scenario, because I think that this is very interesting, and I think this is a great coup for WWE, and I hope they cash in on it, and I hope they promote the hell out of this. The Jesus of this needs to be promoted out of it because of just how interesting it is and just how diverse these characters are. They are similar in a lot of ways, but it's really frightening how diverse they are and how the differentialities between these characters separate them and put them in categories above and beyond categories of the likes of the Boogeyman, Goldust, Mankind, the Mick Foley characters, Kanes, the Undertakers. It puts them above and beyond the caliber of these talents, and it puts them in a category of their own. And I think that's going to be personified, and it's really going to reach its peak because of this feud we're looking at with Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor. It can only bring the best out of them, and I'm really excited about it. And it ties in significantly with Finn Balor in search of his first real challenge. I thought it was going to come in the form of either Kevin Owens or Seth Rollins. It didn't happen for me. I thought that he was immediately going to target the Universal Champion, whoever it was, whether it be Kevin Owens, whether it be Seth Rollins. It didn't happen. The only thing we saw with Finn Balor and Seth Rollins was they teamed together the night after WrestleMania 33. It was significantly tied in with the fallout from everything we saw at one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time in front of over 75,000 fans. It didn't set an attendance record, but it was one of the greatest WrestleManias of all time. And since then, Finn Balor's just been in these matches that have really made no sense. It's almost like they're trying to wait for the stamp of finality to be put on Randy Orton and Bray Wyatt's feud, which has been going on for the last year, half a year, and it's just getting boring as time goes on. So we need to put a stamp of finality on this House of Horrors match, regardless of what the structure of the match is, regardless of how it plays out, and get the ball rolling with Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt, because only great things can come from this feud, and I think that people are going to be talking about it, and they will remember it for a very long time. If we're not following the buzzers, we should be following Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt's feud, a feud that I am really excited about and can't stop talking about it because I'm so thrilled about it. Big fan of Bray Wyatt. I thought by 2013 he should have been champion, and they put it off until 2017, so a difference of about 4 years. I was waiting on Bray Wyatt to become WWE World Heavyweight Champion. It finally happened. I was preaching that Bray Wyatt had to be given the championship. He had to have that strap put on him in a feud with John Cena, Randy Orton, The Undertaker. I didn't care how it happened, how it came, what form. It came in, it finally happened, and now Finn Balor, someone who I'm equally as big of a fan of. So you clash the two together and you have perfection at its finest, and only if we saw feuds like this happening all the time. They promised it in 2016 with the draft that we were going to see different feuds, and we did get different feuds, but we're still waiting on feuds to happen, like Brock Lesnar versus Braun Strowman, Alexa Bliss versus Bayley, this feud between Bray Wyatt and Finn Balor. Hopefully good things will come from the Superstar shakeup and what we're looking at in the fall of the WrestleMania 33, and I hope they keep the ball rolling with feuds like Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt. Hashtag time to create. If there ever was a time to create in WWE, this is your chance to create something special and something for us all to remember, and I can only hope that's the direction that we are headed in and it doesn't spiral out of control, because they can fuck this feud up, and that's something to put into consideration and really highlight with your highlighter, is that they can fuck this up, and there could be room for improvement, and there probably will be things by the time it's all said and done you wish would have happened, and you will be saying there's room for improvement with this or that. There's always going to be something that you're not going to like, and we're going to probably be hearing a lot of negative reviews on this, but hopefully I'm praying that we're going to be hearing more positive reviews than we are negative, because there are a lot of positive things that can arise out of the abyss between Finn Balor and Bray Wyatt. Stars are going to be created, if not legends, and moments are going to be created, and we're going to be left with so many of these that we're not going to forget. I'm your host, Jonathan Clarke. I'm going to archive this video for you on my YouTube channel, so if you haven't, make sure you subscribe to my show's conversation on my YouTube channel. Join my website's conversation on sites like Twitter, Google+, Facebook. Do what you got to do to get in on my show's conversation. It's really appreciated, and let me know what you think, and I will talk to you again next week.
Like what you hear? Tell us on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube.